there, chat. We're a bit late today. That's okay, though. We're going to play some Magic, getting things a little bit squared away here. Rental service was a bit funny. Struggling to get those cards, getting this all set up, chat. But we're going to play something. That we are. We're going to play something here. And it won't be modern. No, it won't. Chat, we're going to dip our toes into Pauper today. A little bit something different here on Wednesday. This is what I wanted to do last Friday. Things kind of fell apart when the Domino's guy didn't show up and my food disappeared. That being said, we're going to play this, and we have another... Ooh, got that. We have another thing coming as well. Oop, let's grab these cards for later. If we get to that league as well, who knows? Maybe we won't get to that league. I don't know. Woo! Camber, what's up? How you doing? Playing something a little bit out of our league. We can honestly say we're not... let's just say all I know is Delver is a thing. And I plan to play against Delver. And then again, maybe we won't play against Delver because maybe Delver's not that good. Who knows? But let's go over the deck. This is a list I got a long time ago, and we've refined it. I took a little bit of time yesterday. I thought about it. I brought some new cards in. Let's go over what we're doing here. And I will go through every card here because we are a modern stream, but we have some new cards here. So we have islands, mountains, and swamps. We're in the Grixis colors. We have a Terramorphic Expanse. This is like your evolutions, your oh gosh, what are they called? Basically, it goes and fetches a basic and puts into play tapped. A fetch land, if you will. I will see some Delver. All right. Well, we'll plan to beat some Delver. Sorry, Evolving Wilds. So this is like an Evolving Wilds. I just happen to run 1 and 1. Why not? We have Ash Barrens, which actually gets basic land cycling. And this kind of helps us. It's a fetch land in hand, sort of. Still costs you that tap land, but then you can play something untapped. Helps with some thinning. Helps with getting things to the graveyard. You may be wondering, why do we need things to the graveyard? Good question. We are trying to reanimate. So we have things like Careful Study, which is a sorcery, draw 2, discard 2. We have a Thought Scour. People are pretty familiar with this. We'll target ourselves more than likely and then draw the card. So we'll mill 2, draw 1. Faithless Looting. A lot of people are familiar with this card as well. Draw 2, then discard 2. It's similar to Thought Scour, except there's a little bit of selection. And then we have a Maximize Velocity in here. I kind of just toss this one in here. It has Jump Start, which plays really well. The only problem is that in most cases our creature would already be out, and it may already be hasty. But if we have to, we'll target my opponent, get something in the graveyard, and make something awesome. We have Radical Idea, which is a bit like the Think Twice of Jumpstart cards, sort of. And it'll allow us to discard, which is good. We got to get things to the graveyard. Finally, we have Exhume here. This will allow myself and my opponent to put a creature card onto the battlefield from the graveyard. So this is our reanimation spell. We have, I'm going to ignore a few cards here. We're going to go to Compulsive Research to draw 3, discard 2, or you discard a land. More discard abilities, more drawing through our deck. Muldrifter, I just like this little dude. You can draw 2, or he's a little 2/2 flying body. He doesn't really fit the theme. I just like him. Deep Analysis is a draw 2, but it also has a flashback. A pretty nice flashback. So if it sits in the graveyard as well, we're pretty okay with that. Finally, we have the payoff cards. We have the Desert Ceradon, a cycling creature, but also goes to the graveyard. We have a Gurmag Angler, and we're all pretty familiar with Gurmag here. And then we have Ulamog's Crusher. Ulamog's Crusher is an Annihilator 2 and attacks every turn. Big, beefy 8/8 guy. It's essentially the Emrakul of the Pauper format. So what's going on with these creatures? What happens when we get these in here? Well, the original list had Dragon Fang, and it has the Dragon's Breath, Dragon's Shadow, and Dragon's Wing, but we're going to get rid of green here and try in the Grixis. So what do these dragon cards do? If a creature with converted mana cost, let's grab this one, 6 or greater enters the battlefield, we may return this from graveyard and attach it. And this is important because Dragon Breath gives all of our creatures haste. So you play Gurmag Angler, you have a Dragon Breath in the graveyard, bam, hasty 5/5. Dragon Wings gives flying, Dragon Shadow gives fear. It also gives a slight boost. This also gives flame, Dragon Breath. Sideboard, we have a couple Dispels, Mephetic Vapors, which is a -1/-1 and Surveil 2. A little weaker than Electrickery, but we're going to try it. Undying Evil allows our opponents to get, or our creatures to get Undying, so if they try to kill one of our creatures, it'll come back. Pyroblast is a counter. It is also a destroy for blue, so there's your Delver target. A couple Lightning Bolts, a couple Electrickeries, and a Nile Spellbomb to interact with my opponent's graveyard, but leave ours untouched. Grixis Reanimator, Dragon Fodder is sometimes what I called it. Shall we? Look, tournament practice. Playing that. Practice. We're done practicing, though. All right, let's, not modern, not modern. I'm going Pauper. I'm going to do a friendly. I'm going to do a friendly. All right. Let's go. This is the list. Let's see how it goes. I have no understanding of the format. This deck should be modern legal. The Dragon Breath is kind of an interesting card. Dragon Wings and such. Mole Drifter is legal. I don't recall if Deep Analysis is. I don't think Deep Analysis is. Compulsive, though, I believe is. But the Dragon's Breath and Exhume. Exhume is definitely not. Careful Study, I believe, is not as well. Note. Odyssey lands. Odyssey. I like Odyssey. Odyssey, Lorwyn. Those are some of the good sets for me. I don't know how long the queue times are in Friendly Pauper. We're going to find out. We're just going to chill. Happy to answer questions. Happy to talk Magic. We'll see if we can't get... We might only get one league in based on how long the queue times are, because Pauper's... It's popular, but they just recently came out with a friendly and competitive. And so I definitely want to be sure we get a full quality league in, and we may not get the second one. But if we get kind of to the end and we need to play 1 or 2 games, we'll play the other deck just as a small spoiler, and maybe we'll see that in the future. Once again, I have no idea how long the queue times are for Pauper, so we're gonna just chill and have a good time, chat. We could actually, while this is queued, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to turn the light on for the fish. I just need to make sure I don't miss my cue. The cue pops and I miss it, it's going to be real sad. There we go. Hi, dog. Any cue? Nope, not yet. Gonna plug this in. There we go. Worst case scenario, we'll figure something else out. Ta-da! You can now see Charles. Let's fix this. Let's see here. I had to move this at one point, so see if I can't fix it. There we go. Look at that. Bam. Fish is in. Oh man, chat. 3-minute queue time. I don't know. Do we have to take this to competitive? Nope. Nope. All right, 3 minutes. A little long. A little long. But we're in. Here we go. This is okay, we can put a crusher into the yard. I'll have 2 mana for radical. I can go get red. I won't have a black mana. I think we keep though. We gotta just keep our first hand, right? Slam it. Let's go. Also, Karn does not help us in Pauper. Hydroblast does. All right. We have a Dragon Breath and an Ulamog Crusher, so those are good 2 things to put to the yard here. And if there's any questions on any of the cards, please ask. I'm more than happy to explain. We'll go get our red. I believe red's going to be slightly more important than black. All right. Let's go ahead and Faithless Looting. We have an Evolving Wilds. We have our 2 pieces we're going to bin. We have a Careful Study and a Thought Scour. I think I want to Thought Scour myself. So we'll plan to do that. Looks like we're against like a Marasa-tron-esque opponent. Very control heavy. Uses maybe mystical teachings. Basically tutors out answers and tries to win the game. Alright, we'll Thought Scour ourselves. Oh no! Our exhumes. That's not ideal. Alright. I wanna go get my black mana. It's gonna come and tap though. Let's actually fire off a Careful Study here. We'll bin a Deep Analysis. We can bin a Radical Idea, actually, because we can grab it from the yard. All right. Brutal. It's literally our payoff card. We're going to ban this card from our deck. Opponent got a mine. They're assembling Tron-like things. We'll cycle. Bring our graveyard out. It matters. Ooh, a Drifty. Mull Drifter. Okay. So we have a lot of ways to like draw cards here. I kind of want to get this Mull Drifter into play potentially. Let's start with a Thought Scour on ourselves again. Another Crusher. Let's just pass back. There's the Forbidden Alchemy. I guess we could have played this, but I'm wanting to cycle it. Our opponent has assembled Tron. That's not good. Tron. Even in Pauper, we can't avoid Tron. Tron and Pauper, though, is very different. Very different. Alright, so let's go ahead and use this Radical Idea. We're going to pitch an Ulamog Crusher here. I'm going to cycle this. That's not what we want. We'll go get red. Alright. Careful Study. We have a Mull Drifter. I'm wondering if we just slam Mull Drifter here. I think we can try it. I don't mind having the body in play. Uh-oh. Mystical. Every time my opponent is going to tap mana, I'm going to be afraid. The Tron payoffs are somewhat beatable. Okay. Good to know. Do you play a lot of Pauper? Because I don't. Pulse. That's fine. Let's draw some cards. Pulse is their own Mull Drifter. Alright, we have a fish. Alright. Probably Careful Study and go from there. Yeah, drift their own way here. What is this? Target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. Derovan Horror has been placed on top. Okay. There's an island. So let's go ahead and Careful Study to start things off. We'll get rid of a Dragon Breath and the wings, I think. I think from here we might Faithless Looting. Let's go ahead and Faithless Looting here. Dragon Breath, and we'll put a Compulsive. And play our land. I think I'm just going to cast a Gurmag Angler here. Let's make sure we exile things we don't care about here. There we go. Now we get all these triggers. We're going to put one Dragon Breath on. We don't need more than one on these. And we are going to give our fish flying. And swing in. Trades with my Mull Drifter. A Prism. Okay. The Horror. My stuff's gonna trigger every time. I'm not gonna give it haste though. He's bouncing Gurmag Angler. That's fine. And now we discard. I can discard a Compulsive here. That's fine. I could use another black mana, and then I'd really be going to town here. Dragon Breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could play this guy out. I could also Faithless Looting or Deep Analysis here. Let's go ahead and Deep Analysis, see if we can't find a second black source. Faithless Looting. Looking for that second black. We're not gonna find it, it seems. We can Faithless Looting again. I like a cycle here. See if we can't hit it. Nope. Alright, land. We'll go ahead and Gurmag Angler here. Gotta pick carefully. All of this coming back. We will make it hasty. We'll say no to these. I guess I'll go ahead and give it the fear. I may not give it flying. I don't know. I think I should. Yeah, let's give it flying. Alright. In we go. 6 damage. I guess we could have pumped it, but we're planning to cycle this probably anyway. Well, actually, now that I'm looking at how much mana I have here, we may be just playing the Desert and the Gurmag Angler next turn. Mnemonic Wall. This should get back a spell, right? Ghostly Flicker. This isn't looking good. No blocks. I could just play the Desert and the Gurmag Angler here. We're one away from actually casting this Ulamog Crusher as well. If I do the Gurmag, though, I have to get rid of 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't particularly like that. We're down to 19 cards as well. Let's Faithless Looting from the yard here. And we'll Gurmag Angler here. It's kind of hard to pick what I want now. I don't need 2 Ulamog Crushers in the yard. Alright, we'll give it haste. And we probably give this one flying too, right? Swing away. For 11 damage. And Ghostly Flicker. Gonna say no to this stuff. I gotta do this again to bounce the other one. Not sure how I'm gonna do this. Because they can just bounce my stuff every time. Noob Fragger, thank you for the follow. I'm not totally sure I can win from here. Not with the consistent Ghostly Flicker. Oh no. Alright, I think we have to actually concede here. Because he can just continuously Ghostly Flicker stuff that I put into play. And we can't cast this Ulamog Crusher now? Yeah. Alright, we're going to concede to save time. Basically, they're just going to Ghostly Flicker the Wall and the Dornrova Horror to balance any of my creatures every time. And I don't believe I can beat that main board, but we have some stuff for the sideboard. Let me bring these across here. Alright. Sideboard, I have some Dispels. Those seem fine. Some Pyroblasts are fine as well. And then Spell Bombs are probably good because they interact with their graveyard. I don't think this maximized velocity is good here. The Mull Drifters are probably a little weak. Go down one of our Ceradons. Put down 2 Dragon Shadows. Maybe 1 Dragon Wing. We're kind of going down the pieces that connect with our creatures with the idea that if we can just interact with them a little bit and have a creature in play, we should be fine. All right. Let's give it a shot. Let's play first. All right. I have a Faithless Looting. I don't have red for turn 1. I think we can keep, though. We'll just play this Terramorphic out. We have the Faithless Looting. We have a key enchantment here. We have a good draw spell as well. Just gonna go with it. All right, that's fine. That's a good card as well. Let's start with the Faithless Looting. Bin. Land. I will go ahead and basic land cycle now, just so I don't forget to, and pass turn. We can Faithless Looting again next turn. No Exhume, unless we top it. Prophetic Prism. Okay, we find a Careful Study. I'm going to go ahead and do the Faithless Looting from the yard. Selection is a little bit important here. I will Bin Deep and Dragon Breath here. And pass turn. All right. Now we're in a reasonable position. Hopefully we can find Exhume. I feel like if we can find Exhume, we'll be in good shape. Or a Gurmag Angler. That would probably be fine too. All right, we have a million Careful Studies, so let's lead off with a Careful Study. The spells are probably good to have. They don't have much in their graveyard. I think I have to get rid of Spell Bomb and maybe 1 land here. We'll play our land. We'll repeat Careful Study. Do we? Or do we just Deep Analysis? Might be worth it just a Deep Analysis here. Let's Deep Analysis and set ourselves up for next turn. All right. Well, we have a lot of a lot of gas here. See if we can't make something of it. All right, let's lead with a Careful Study. It digs us a little more than anything else. We get rid of Dragon Breath. An Impulsive? Let's do Impulsive. I'm going to Careful Study again. We're looking for Exhume here. Radical Idea can be binned, and so can Ash Barrens. Land. And I'll pass the turn. Where's our Exhume? Or a creature? Alright, so my opponent has Tron. Not good for us. It's a Mole Drifter here. Do I have to let this go? I think I do. Uh-oh, they're gonna flicker it. Well, I think we'll Pyroblast this. Pyroblasting a flicker seems like a good idea here. Yeah. Counter. Red counter. Heck yeah. There we go. Bye-bye, Mole Drifter. Another prism. Okay. We found Gurmag. All right. I can play Gurmag. I almost want to try to find a... Let's thought scour ourselves first. I want to find an Exhume. Alright. No Exhume, but I found a Faithless Looting. Let's keep digging. Exhume's the better card here. Been a deep analysis and one Dispel, perhaps? I like this. Let's cycle. Come on, Exhume. Where are you at? That's not Exhume. Alright. Alright, Gurmag. You gotta do for now. In most cases, I get rid of the lands first. And then, like, Careful Studies and Exhumes, because we have no real way to get them back. Yes. I would like you on Gurmag. That's a 5/5 hasty guy. I mean, I can't complain completely. He's pretty good. I love this fish. Like, this card is the reason for me to play Pauper. I think this fish is great. Multi-format all-star. We're gonna Pulse of Marasa here. Do I just counter this too? Sure. Let's not give my opponent any room to wiggle here. They already have a Ghostly Flicker here. Not too scared of a wall. Oh, Mole Drifter. Alright. Hello there, Drifty. Hello there, Drifty. This is literally my other favorite card. So if you can jam Mole Drifter and Gurmag into a deck, I'm probably going to play it in Pauper. This guy is just so cool looking. This art is beautiful. We have an expedition map. Cracks the expedition map. Goes and gets a Bojuka Bog. This is awkward. That's very awkward. Okay. Well, we can make our Gurmag Angler fly. Doesn't matter too much. Opponent blocks. That Bojuka Bog is a pretty good card. Crop Rotation. Goes and gets to put a creature on top of their library. It's pretty good. Mole Drifter's back. Seagate Oracle. I don't feel good about this anymore. Gurmag Angler. Ditch Ash Barrens. Look at that. Keeping that card in case of the discard. 4/5. I guess I have to hope they don't have Ghostly Flicker here. Yes. Ascend, my great fish. I feel like we got a slow start against our Tron opponent. I think we can do better in our next match, but I think we're kind of losing. That's not a good card for us to see. I feel like they have the combo again. So they're gonna do 5 to us. They get to blink Gurmag here, and without any graveyard, I have no way to really easily recur this. We can do this on his turn every time. I don't feel good about this. I didn't hit my Exhume. Exhume in that first game would have been so good. Would have been so good. Now they're just gonna bounce, and what this deck does is it continuously bounces lands, and when you're empty-handed like this, it will basically clear your board. Alright. I'm tempted to concede here, but we'll play one more turn here. See? Maybe I should give them this card. Alright. We can do this. I believe in us. So they can do the ghostly flicker like 4 times here, and we won't have a mana base. Since we're not Pauper people, I'll go ahead and let this play out and kind of show you what's going on here. So Mnemonic Wall and Dinrova Horror are flickered. Mnemonic Wall, well, Dinrova bounces a permanent and then you have to discard. Mnemonic Wall gets back Ghostly Flicker, because this gets back an instant or sorcery. They have so much mana that they just pay 3 and repeat this process. Now our Dragon Wings and Breath are just continuously triggering because Dinrova Horror is a 6 mana. But basically my opponent's going to do this at least 1 more time, probably 2 more times, and I'll be down to 1 card. So we're going to go ahead and concede to my opponent. They've got us cleared, we're at 7, they just attacked 2 more turns. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can. We're filling up our graveyard. Alright, let's queue back up, because it may take a little bit. This is what we're playing in Pauper. We have another list as well to try, and we may or may not get to those games. We'll just see. Pauper games go a little longer than we're used to. I'm happy to answer any questions about building this. Kind of putting it together, what I've thought. I have a more Jund version as well. We could definitely consider playing that as well tonight. Bam, look at that. Pauper's rocking. I do want to get that Jeskai Smart Plays in. Jeskai Smart Plays is by any new province. I would love to play first. Pauper Jund? Yeah, it's like a Pauper Jund-esque list. Okay. This is, ooh. This is pretty good. Except for the one giant problem of lands. But I think we're going to keep it. We're going to go get a Faithless Looting and a Ceradon Mana, so Mountain here. Yeah, it's Pauper Jund Reanimator. I can show it in between the next game, Jeff Fader. My opponent's mulled to 5. That's good for us. Play this. Pass turn. I almost just want a Faithless Looting here. Obviously, this Exhume could be really good. Color me intrigued. Sure. I wonder if I have an Imgur for it. I don't remember if I do or not. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I've... Nope. I'll show you. I'll show you between the games. How about that? This is a cool land. What it does instead of this one's trying to do a little bit of cycling and all that. Let's get a mountain here. Where that one tries to use Satyr Wayfinder, Grizzly Salvage, Mulch, and Commune with the Gods to get your enchantments or lands. So you hit your land drops a little more consistently. Do you watch the Magic AIDS vids on YouTube at all? He played Red White Prison. He did. And he kept talking about Chalice. And what else did he say? There's a few other things he would say. Assemble a legion, right? You want to do that? Chalice. Blood Moon. I think that's how he said it. But yeah, I do watch. I might play it. I have to decide. Let's cycle this dude. Gobbly guy. What's up? Oh, where's my Faithless looting? Oh. We're so close. Alright. Let's go ahead and compulsive here. We're going compulsive because I can put Dragon Breath and Ulamog Crushers in. Ooh, okay. Dragon Breath and at least an Ulamog Crusher. Some good stuff. Some good stuff about to happen. I added red to blue-black Reanimator. Defender, green spells, and blue spells cost 1 less. Our opponent has no idea what's about to hit him. Oh, we ready, chap? I feel like I should do this careful study first. Let's do it. No harm, no foul, right? See if I find another Exhume or something. Hapless Researcher. Hit me up with the card thing. Card, Hapless Researcher. 1/1 sack, draw a card, then discard a card. Seems good. Draw this card. I can respect that. My opponent's not going to have much here in a second. Turbo Xerox? You gotta explain this stuff to me. I don't understand. I would like my careful study to resolve, opponent. Please. Thank you. There we go. So Dragon Breath, and I think it's just a Crusher here. We're just gonna let's land cycle. Land cycling here just gives us another land to play into play here. Gives another card here. I think I'm going to go ahead and get another island. Blue's going to be important. And we'll go ahead and exhume the Crusher. We're going to attach the Hasty Crusher. We're going to swing with Annihilator too. We must. And our opponent's going to sack 2 things. And take 8 damage. Heck yeah! Now they need to deal with our Crusher. The Crusher. Cycling Ash Barrens. Gets an island to play. Oh my gosh, they snapped this back to our hand. What? Alright. Let's start with a careful study. I really don't need the Crusher in hand. Crusher and Dragon Breath. Let's Faithless Looting. We're kind of looking for Exhume again, if we can. We don't find it. Deep Analysis, and we'll pitch a Mole Drifter here. Play Island, and I think we just Gurmag here. Eldrazi Devastator with Trample. Works well with Dragon's Breath. So the green version of this has Dragon Fang, which gives +1/+1 in trample. Our opponent can definitely chump block a bunch in this version. Alright. We have a compulsive research. We have a faithless looting. We have a faithless looting in the yard as well. How do we want to do this? We also have a deep analysis. Let's start with a deep analysis here. Draw some cards. We have this faithless looting as well. We'll go ahead and do a faithless looting here. There's our exhume. We'll put radical idea and Ceradon. And I think we'll attempt the exhume, although this is probably a counter spell. But if this resolves, they might have a snap. Hey, getting there. Woo! All right. It can't be blasted, so that's why you run it. Oh. Fancy. All right, we need a couple dispels, and I think our pyroblasts. Otherwise, I don't know if we need anything else. Green has Vines of the Vastwood, which is really good. We're going to take Muldrifter out. And honestly, probably just a pair of Dragon Wings. And one Maximize Velocity. I don't feel like this is a very good card. We're kind of just trying it out when we get the opportunity. So we'll do this. Keep it rolling. By the way, I love Exhume. I played during Urza's Saga. Exhume's just a cool card. It's one of the more gruesome kind of black cards for me, because you're kind of like taking this dead beast creature. But I don't know, there's something kind of really cool about there's a bunch of them and they're like kind of harvesting them. It's kind of interesting. But I like it as a black card. It's pretty cool. Pretty simple design. It's in my cube. Kind of a two-way street. Can result in very interesting interesting things happening in a cube. All right, opponent. What do you got? These games are definitely very different than Modern. That is for sure. Maybe we just run the Jund version after this to show you and we save Jeskai Smart Plays for later. Who knows? And is Moto lagging today? There we go. This is not a very ideal hand. Although we have the Pyroblast and the Dispel, we're not doing anything. So I think we're going to mulligan here. Okay. Let's keep this. We need a way to get something in the graveyard, but we have our Exhume. I like that. And we have ability to get all of our colors, so this could work. Kind of a weak. A little bit weak. Where are you at, opponent? Alright, let's keep Scry. A Thought Scour. I'll put that on top. That's fine. We'll draw that. What do you got, opponent? Preordain. Okay. Scries Tooth and draws. It's kind of the opposite of Serum Visions. This is a bounce land. So it taps for 2 mana, but it bounces another land. Go get our blue mana. A little confused by my opponent's play. It's like they stop between. Alright, we're going to get our black mana just to have it, and then we'll work on this Thought Scour. Pauper is just it's a different pace. It's a different pace, chat. So we're doing this so we have the 3 mana. We can Thought Scour, maybe hit something big and be able to Exhume right behind it. We can also just Compulsive Research if we'd like. Alright. Opponent has 3 mana. Seagate Oracle. Nice. Alright. What do we want to do here? Probably just Compulsive. It's the most mana efficient here. We could discard a land if we like everything. I'm probably going to be discarding Deep Analysis and something else, though. Yeah, we can do 2 cards here. Deep Analysis and Radical Idea. And we'll just pass. So Radical Idea helps us get something in the yard if we need it. Alright, opponent. What do you got? Drifter. By evoking, they get to draw 2. Okay. I can play Gurmag Angler. Ooh, Faithless Looting's pretty good here. Alright, let's lead with a Faithless Looting. It's card selection. We hit another radical idea. Probably just Ash Barrens. Radical idea here. Thought Scour ourselves in case we hit a really good, kind of nutty Thought Scour here, and then we'll probably just Gurmag Angler. There's a Dragon's Breath. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put in our first Gurmag Angler here. Leaving all the good stuff in the yard. We'll attach this. Swing for 5. Here's this land that my opponent keeps playing. 4 mana. Snap. Dang it. Snap doesn't put it in the yard. We can Radical Idea and then exhume it if we want to. If need be. My opponent doesn't have a 2 or 3 drop. Kind of. Oh ho ho! Ulamog Crusher. Okay. Alright. Let's play our island. We get Compulsive and do this instead of Radical Idea. It's Compulsive. I don't think there's any 1 mana counters. Not for sorcery speed stuff, I don't think. We'll put 2 cards in, Ulamog Crusher and a Radical Idea. We'll exhume our Ulamog Crusher. I would like him back, please. Haste, please. Oh yeah. They get Muldrifter. That's pretty good. Just saying. But I got a hasty guy. We'll put Ash Barrens. Oh, no, never mind. I played my land. And Ulamog Crusher will attack. Annihilator 2. They'll probably get rid of the Drifter and maybe Seagate here. Leave themselves with 5 mana. 5 mana, lots to do. Alright, we have a wall. And a snap. Okay. 5 mana. Oh no, it's a Denrova horror. Not this again. We'll discard Ulamog Crusher. Now they can Ghostly Flicker too, because it's cheaper. I see opponent. What's with all these Ghostly Flicker decks? Let's go ahead and radical idea here. I'm going to get rid of a swamp. Maybe I spike on a zoom off the top. I do not. Alright. I'm gonna play the Angler out again. I get to swing in at least. They may take it and just go to 2, depending on what their hand has. Uh-oh. So many snaps. Okay. Hits for 4. Snaps are owned in Rova Horror. Uh-oh. I feel like I need to leave these dispels up a little more. Might be necessary. Denrova Horror. No, I don't want to make it hasty. He's going to bounce my black source. We're going to discard Dragon Breath. Problem is I can't have Mountain and Swamp out here to Faithless Looting and play Gurmag Angler. We're in a bit of a pickle here. Reaping Graves. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Muldrifter. And Seagate Oracle. Okay. So an Exhume off the top would be hilarious right now. No such thing. I'm going to attempt for it though. Let's do a deep analysis. Let's get, so it's 2 draws. Alright. 1, 2. I have a feeling I'm just going to be cycling. This puts us in a precarious position because my opponent has Muldrifter. And a Mnemonic Wall. Okay, so we're playing against another Mnemonic Wall deck. That's not good. I guess I get to... I guess I get to dispel... Oh, no. Evoked Muldrifter. Now they're going to Ghostly. And I'll dispel this. Things could happen. Things could happen, chap. Cycle this guy as well. There's Crusher. Crusher's not exactly what I see. I want to see It's faithless looting from the yard. Gets more in there to feed Angler. There's an Exhume. So, Crusher. Radical idea. Plays Swamp. Plays Exhume. They get Mole Drifter back. I think I play Gurmag Angler here. We can't leave anything up here, but this will give me... Well, I don't have actually double black. If I had double black, you could do Exhume and Gurmag Angler, potentially. This doesn't threaten lethal, but it is going to make my opponent need to be careful. They probably just block, though. Okay, I have them at 2. See what they do. Preordain. They might not have anything here. By the way, that's 4 snaps that we had to get through and 2 ghostly flickers so far. My opponent is going to 4C. Scry 4, then draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Mole Drifter for the cheap. For the cheap 3. What do you got for me, opponent? Preordains. They're tapped out now. That's pretty good for us. Cycles an Ash Barrens. Gets an island. Plays an island. Cast a Seagate Oracle. Oh my goodness. There's so much stuff here. Is that game? Is that game? We got it? Radical idea. Pitches Dragon Shadow. Exhume our Ulamog Crusher. They need black. We got it. Radical idea. Woo! I'll discard Dragon Shadow. And we have Pyroblast up. Oh, and we have double Pyroblast up? Yes, please. We'll just Exhume here. I'd like my Crusher back, please. Oh, yes. All of this. Attach, attach. Here we go. Dragon Shadow. You can have a Mole Drifter. Just let it sink in, opponent. Let it sink in what's happening to you. Swing, swing. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Did we get there? Have we won? Fear can be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures. That's your black creature. Did we do it? We got through all the snaps and everything. Send in Gurmag Angler just for good measure. Heck yeah. It doesn't matter, opponent. It doesn't matter. I have fear. You can't block him. One Drifter. You can't block him. He has fear. Has my opponent realized? Yeah, we got there. All right. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Woo! Something else. That's something else. Off the top, and we had the radical idea in the graveyard. Whew. One and one. Let's keep it going. All right, we're 1 and 1. My opponent is 2 and 2. We have to play. We'll play first. Oh, I forgot. Jeff Vader, are you still here? This hand is okay. Radical idea. Jeff Vader, are you here still? This is the Jund version. Ignore the sideboard a little bit. I'll bring it in, but this is the Jund version. Let's move these around. If you're here. Quick screenshot for you. Dragon Fangs, and then it has all of these cards. Your payoffs are Exhume and Faithless Looting, kind of. And it tries to do a similar thing, except you're dumping everything into the graveyard with your green spells. It can go through the deck really, really, really fast. So that's that version. All right, back to our game. I think we keep this. We'll keep this. We'll go get our red mana with this Evolving Wilds. We'll have a Radical Idea to bend these things over time. I'm good with this. We gotta play it. This is where I think Mulldrifters may be weak. Ooh, fairy. I said red, right? Red. Couple fairies. I fear no fairy. I'll do this now. I'm gonna need some help. We might be evoking Mulldrifter here. Might have to evoke him. He's a 3 mana draw 2. We're against Disco Duck, by the way. Hey, Ponder. It's pretty art, the merfolk with the clouds. Thinking about the sky they can't touch. Little Evolving Wilds here. Alright, what do we draw? Another Crusher. Well, we don't need this many Crushers. I think the best use of our turn is evoking Mulldrifter to draw 2. We have 7 cards, so I'm not going to be ditching any. We have literally all the pieces we want, except they need to be in the graveyard, not up here. Augur of Bolas. I got a Ponder. Alright, we'll Radical Idea here. And then we will do nothing else. Because we don't have 2 blue. Should have played this in and gotten blue with it. It's alright. It's alright. Alright. Plays the Ponder. This hand is really slow. There may be a case to not showing them what we're doing. Alright. Let's draw 2. with deep analysis. We're gonna not play anything so we can pitch 2. And we're gonna pitch Crusher and Dragon Breath. There we go. Now we can exhume. Hope it doesn't get countered. Ninja me. Yes. Ninja. Don't play a land, please. And we get a Crusher. No land. Yes, Brainstorm. Yes. Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Alright. We have another radical idea. We have a deep analysis. I'm not sure we can quite do that yet. I think we just do this radical idea, see what we get, and then exhume, probably. See if we get anything interesting. Nope. Make sure we'll go get blue with this, and then we will play our exhume and hope for no counter. Right? That's how this works, opponent. We'll get Crusher. We'll give him haste. We'll swing for the sky. Oh my gosh. It was enough. It was enough. Reanimate the big boy. Alright. Gonna bring Dispels in. Electrickery is okay here. Vapors and Pyroblast are probably all fine. I like all this. I think we can go down the Mole Drifters and the Ceradons. Although that's leaving us with only 6 payoff cards. I'm kind of okay with that because we need the interaction. Dragon Wings can drop here as well. So we can bring one of our Ceradons back in. Do something like this. I want to try this card, so I'm going to get rid of something else here. Let's get rid of the Maximize Velocity. Radical Idea has been pretty decent. It's just a little cantrip, but it synergizes well with putting something in the graveyard. Alright. Well, we have an Electrickery. We have an Exhume. And we have a Careful Study. I think I'm going to keep this. Electrickery is pretty good. The Careful Study can maybe fuel our graveyard here. Oh boy. Do I have to kill that immediately? I think I don't, unfortunately. Look at this island here. I think I gotta just hope it doesn't flip. Don't you flip. Don't you flip, Delver. Counterspell, huh, opponent? Huh? Eh? Another Delver. Evolving Wilds. Faithless Looting and Careful Study. Well, we'll lead with a Faithless Looting. Oh my gosh, lands. Then we'll play a Careful Study. Oh my gosh. I almost want both of these exhumes. I could go twice in on Electrickery here in a turn or two, though. Alright. We'll concede that I probably need both Electrickeries to not die immediately. That beautiful, beautiful end step will make sure that my opponent understands what it is when you tap out. Let's cycle here. Let's go get my swamp. We'll play our swamp and pass turn. So we have a Crusher. I have a Faithless Looting in the yard. I have a Deep Analysis down there too. They have a counter spell that we know about. I'm almost tempted to let them just sprite if they have it. And we'll just chill here. There's a Brainstorm. Maybe at their end step we can convince them that it is safe. I think I do it right here. I think I have to before they brainstorm here. No. Resolves? Oh, wait. We good. We good. We've done it. We killed everything. All right. All right, opponent. Poor Sprite. It needed a buddy. They cast this brainstorm, so they have counterspell. That's about all they have, though. They're gonna have to rebuild their board. That being said, I can't imagine they're too eager to just, you know, let Exhume resolve here. Ooh, these are interesting cards. Okay. I think I'm going to try this Mephetic Vapors. I don't have a way to Exhume right behind it, unfortunately, but maybe it'll draw out the counterspell. Alright, let's start with a careful study here. Oh my gosh. Let's cast this, see if it draws out any love. Come on, counterspell. Yes. No. No. What is that? Deprive. Okay. So they still have counterspell and ponder here. We're at 6 life. We could be dead. They are blue-red. Alright. It's careful study. Okay, we have 2 Exhumes here. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Exhume number 1. That's right, you counterspell this. It's a counterspell. No. They still have this. What is this nonsense? I need this. We're at 3. A radical idea. See if I can get a counterspell here. Like Zoom. They have the counterspell though. No! Go away, opponent. Alright, 1-1. Let's see if we can take it in game 3 here. Definitely all the interaction has been important. I definitely like all this. Do we care about maybe having some lightning bolts as well? Keeps us alive a little bit longer. The Power Blasts are good. Electricity is obviously good. Is the Vapors good enough? I think so. We can maybe drop a careful study for a lightning bolt here. And maybe the 2 thought scours for 2 more lightning bolts. Let's do that. This is kind of leaning us a little bit more towards just kind of some reanimation control. But I'm okay with that. Red's going to be the most important color for us to have in the opener. We'll see where it takes us. Yes, I would love to play first. Oh, this isn't good. We'll mulligan this. There we go. We have our 3 colors. We have a compulsive. Dragon's Breath. I'm going to bottom this, even though it gives us the hasties. I'm going to be cycling this guy. We'll go ahead and do that. Deep analysis. All right. Little fairy. No problem. Radical idea. Let's go ahead and fire that off now. While I can without counters. Get this compulsive next, I believe. I don't see any reason not to fire it off here. See if we can draw out a counter. There's a counter spell. All right. That's fine with me. Another radical idea. Let's start by casting the one in our yard. Pitching Deep Analysis. Find a Crusher. Now I'm just looking for like my Faithless Lootings. My opponent is acquiring many islands. Okay. Let's attempt a Deep Analysis. Draw some cards. We do have the Pyroblast. We may fire this off here, depending on what my opponent does. Ooh, alright. Well, I think we're just going to chill here. We have a lot of interaction at this point. Tons of interaction. I don't believe we have any reason to fire any of this off just yet. A point of damage is fine. Another fish. What's a radical idea? Ooh, alright. So we can do some cool exhume things here. We can radical idea exhume Ulamog Crusher. It will not have haste, but we'll have protection as well. Kind of okay with all of this. I'm probably going to fire off a bolt here. I'm going to fire off an Electricity instead. Let's cast this with Overload and see if I get my opponent to bite here. So I have to Pyroblast this. I'm good with this. Clearing the board here. No draw as well. Alright, we have an Exhume here, and we have a Radical Idea in the yard. We also have this Faithless Looting. Let's just cast Faithless Looting. Let's pitch Crusher Angler. Let's Faithless Looting again. I'm kind of looking for a... Oh my goodness. Double Exhume seems good. Let's Exhume. I'm gonna get a Crusher. They get a Fairy. They get a Fairy. Woo, little Fairy. I'm gonna Exhume again, quite honestly. Let's just get let's get the desert. Alright. They do get to draw a card here. I'm okay with 2 1/1s versus my tons of damage here that's gonna be coming through. They do have a turn to interact here though, so I don't know if they can deal with Crusher though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. Radical Ideas in the yard. Opponent concedes. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, chat. There it is. There's the Dragon Breath. We knew 1 was at the bottom, but no, I hadn't done any fetching yet. We'd put 1 at the bottom. Got there. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Woo. I think Muldrifter could be something else in maximum velocity, but I kind of like everything else so far. Dragon Wings is a little weak here, but I don't mind the split of 2 and 2 with Dragon Shadow and Dragon Wings. Radical Idea has actually been really nice, especially in a meta that apparently has a bunch of snaps, which is something I totally forgot. I don't know if the split here is correct here, 3-3-3. Based on our desert being only able to be brought in really through an Exhume, where Gurmang Angler we can kind of cast. I'm kind of wondering if we should have another Crusher. But then again, the desert does let us do a cycle, which is kind of nice. Not a lot of cards are going to do that. So, all right, we're going to keep this. Has a couple Thought Scours. Dragon Wings is semi-dead card in hand. But we have the ability to Ash Barrens for our land that we need, and we can start doing this next turn. We will be missing black. We're doing all right. We're 2-1. What is this? What is this? What are you doing, opponent? Bloodthirst, basic, whatever. Huh? All right, let's start with a careful study here. Get rid of dragon and dragon. Those don't need to be in hand. All right. Stompy. Meal prep. Meal prep sounds good. We're going compulsive next. Green Stompy. Look at this dude. Skargan Pitch Gulk. Shouldn't he be playing something else before combat? Is he afraid of the bolt? Is he afraid of the bolt? I wouldn't be afraid of the bolt. Ranger. Whoa. Whoa, calm down there. Calm down. Worst creature to play turn 1? Alright, good to know. He's getting better now. Alright. Are we double Thought Scouring here and just kind of going to town, or are we compulsiving? Compulsive lets me draw 3. That's pretty good. Let's do compulsive. We'll get rid of 2 cards here. Dragon Breath, Dragon Breath. That's pretty easy and pass turn. We now have our black mana. Opponent has no graveyard. We can double Thought Scour ourselves. Maybe exhume something ginormous. Getting back into shape before a trip to Hawaii. Ooh, which island are you going to? By the way, you'll love the food there. It's very fresh. If you don't mind fruits and vegetables and, you know, pork, you'll be on par. Alright, we have a Ledgewalker. I'm drawing a million things. Let's Thought Scour ourselves. Alright, there's an Ulamog Crusher. Let's Faithless Looting, I suppose. Looking for that Exhume. We're not finding it. Oahu, visiting my friend who works at Pearl Harbor. Nice. Oahu is really nice. You're not a huge fan of pork or beef. The only reason I say pork is because they do actually quite a bit of like kind of pork sandwiches and stuff. But there's plenty of fruit and vegetables there too. My opponent is going to just smash our face in, and I don't particularly like this. Not a fan of what's happening here. That being said, electricity. Yeah, one land opponent over here. Alright, so we hit an angler. Let's go ahead and Thought Scour ourselves. Zoelix, thank you for the follow. Hit a Faithless Looting. I'm going to go ahead and Faithless Looting. We're literally just trying to find like an Exhume because I have a Crusher down here. Pitch a Deep Analysis. We'll pitch an Evolving Wilds. I would love to be able to Exhume, but it might be just greedy to think I can get there. Let's basic land cycle here for a swamp, and I think I can double Gurmag Angler instead. Oh, I've already played. Ha! Alright. Well, in that case, we'll put one Gurmag Angler out. Get rid of all these lands. We can make it flying and all this other cool stuff. I think I give it haste because I have the ability to give... No, Do I need to be blocking? Let's say no here. It's a giant fish. I think I'm just gonna make the giant fish and sit back for one turn. I have a lot of stuff going on in my graveyard here. And I think with Radical Idea here, landing another Gurmag Angler, if I hit another creature, I could have 2 hasty creatures next turn. And that could be good. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, they just Hunger of the Howl Pack. Putting some counters on this guy. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot of damage. They just gonna... Oh, don't just like give everything +1/+1, please. Just yield to this. Ranger, you got it. Put down a 2/2. Don't be burning tree, bushwhacker. Oh my gosh, that's a 6/6. That guy is huge. Creatures with power less. Can't block. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to 1? We're going to 1. I can't block this. I'm going to 0. Going to 0. Going to 0. 0. Oh my gosh. So close. All right. Vapors, Electricities are in, and Lightning Bolts all seem fine. Let's see here. Drifty's no good. Dragon Wings, don't need those. And Maximum Velocity, don't need that. I want all this good stuff. Honestly, if I make a big dude, it's not gonna matter. Electricity's bad? Why? I saw a lot of X ones. Well, I don't have anything that does -2, -2. We're just gonna have to use it as a bolt. We just gotta go with it. You know. Let's get rid of a Dragon Shadow as well. Young Goblin doesn't want to end like other Magic players in my LGS. Out of shape. Spellbomb's good? Why is this card good? They doing stuff with their graveyard? See? Oh yeah, we're gonna keep this. No black mana, but double Faithless Looting? Oh yeah. We're gonna get there. For Young Wolf and Rancor. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be Ulamog Crusher, Dragon Breath into the yard. We're gonna top deck that swamp. This is nothing. Alright, Dragon Breath. Island. Go ahead, opponent. I got this. I got this, chat. Don't worry. Forest. No, I can't kill that. Oh, we're so close. Careful study. Come on. Where's my black? Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Gonna just patiently sit here. We're about to win the game. The dream is there. Sitting so graciously in our yard. Ready. Rancor. Pff, go for it. You Rancor that dude. You got it. Go for it. Heck yeah. F6. I don't need to cast this Electricity. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I might want to. Dang it. Meh. Boom. Assert my dominance. Alright. Yeah, we'll just wait on this Faithless Looting. I'm going to exhume a Crusher. I'm going to attach all of this. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's Smash Face for 9. Oh, you have to sacrifice 2 things. Go for it. Rancor and a creature, Rancor and a land. Rancor, Rancor, Rancor. Should I just like Faithless Looting? No. Stay the course. Stay the course. Look like we have Bolt up. Look like we have Bolt up. Yes. Munch, munch, munch your life total opponent. +1 damage. Oh, I should have. I should have, but I want to clear their entire board. We got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got a radical idea into a second mountain, and our punt will be fine here. 6 damage. That's a good amount. What else we got, opponent? What else we got? The Pit Skulk. The Pit Skulk. Radical idea right into that mountain. It's not a mountain. Awkward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we gonna die? Are we gonna die because of that punt? Are we gonna die because of that punt? They have to sack 2 things. What are they sacrificing? Rancor and a land again? This one's a little more questionable. Because if they do Rancor and a land, then we kind of gain 2 life. Oh man, we're gaining 2 life. We gained 4 life there. Woo! Oh yeah. Uh-huh. So they should be dead. We kind of punted. We don't know how our cards work. Opponent's at 1. Should be at 0. Electrickery is awful. We've learned this. We'll put something else in for Electrickery. Obviously, that card's bad. 1 damage. Scion, help us! We're playing so bad. You have Stompy and Pauper. Can they, like, kill me here? 30 damage. I'm so scared. Hey! Alright. No punts. No punts. Punt it away, chat. Alright. So we have Spell Bomb was kind of mentioned. We can put some Spell Bombs in. That's better than this Electrickery that did nothing. This Vapors probably doesn't do anything. Do we want to bring in a Dispel? I could see a Dispel. Prevent that Vines of the Basswood. I think this is good. I think Dragon Shadow is kind of interesting, although it kind of helped us there if we would have played correctly. Is it doing enough, or do we bring in a second Dispel? This Dispel feels real awkward. Not that I have a lot for this matchup. You know, I'm looking for tiny boards. I don't know. I think we'll go with this. The Dispel is kind of weak. It's kind of weak, but I think that's what I got to do. Sahalan Megazord plan. What? Alright, this hand's awful. Gotcha. I think I got you. We're gonna mulligan this. This doesn't do anything. Oh no! Mulligan. I can't even cast my stuff. Not like this, chat. Alright, we'll keep. Come on, land. Ugh. All right. We're gonna peel an island off the top. Gonna peel an island right here. Peel that island. One time. It's the wrong color. So close. Now we need the faithless looting or island. We've upped our probabilities. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Just a river boa. Look, electricity is like gas here now. Oh, no, we need blue. If I could just get blue, things would be great. I pitched these two. Oh no, they've rankered. 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh, I'm almost dead. Look at how gas electricity is here. That mole to 4 was bad. What was that? Good old 4 drop. What is this? Elephant guide. Elephant guide. Woo! When it dies, makes an elephant. Gonna go to 2. I have seen crazier things. No blue. No blue. Alright, we're 2 and 2 in the friendlies. We got one more match for this. And then we're either going to play the Jund version or we're going to play that Jeskai Smart Plays. And probably can't play it in the league. We'll probably have to just play Q games, it looks like, based on timing. But we'll see. We'll see. I won't judge. Maybe this last game will go fast. They're going slightly faster. That one game was just a bit slow. We got this. Gurmag Fishy. Gonna take us to a 3-2 win. Maybe. Maybe. We gotta find our last opponent here. Hey, there we go. Let's go. Here we go. 2-2, opponents 0-0, join their league. I like Exhume. I like all of our cards. I like not doing things too. I think we have to mulligan this against an unknown opponent. We have nothing going on. Oh my gosh, we have nothing going on still. Mulligan to Oblivion. All right, we'll keep this. At least it's 2 of our colors. It's not great. Uh-oh. We're gonna just top deck that Faithless Looting. Okay, radical idea. So Radical Idea actually kind of gets us there. It takes an extra turn or two, but we can go from here. We can, and we will. So end step, we can Radical Idea. The dream would be Faithless Looting in a mountain, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. All right. We'll Radical Idea, and then next turn we'll Crusher. He won't be hasty, but you know, we just gotta take what has been given. My opponent's not playing extremely wide board just yet. Although apparently they're going to Thoughtcast a whole bunch and then play a bunch of these Frogmites. But they'll never see what's coming, chap. I'll take 2. That's fine. Sure. Let's take 2. Alright, Radical Idea. Getting rid of the Crusher. Careful study. Ooh, dang. Alright. Let's careful study here. Not casting the other Crusher, and I think a Gurmag Angler is going to have to hit the bin here. And we'll exhume now. Getting that Crusher back. Alright. I see you play Radical Idea over Hapless. I'm too old school and try to abuse older cards. Well, I want any new province to potentially play my list, and he said he'd be more inclined to play it if I played new cards. So, we're trying it. We're trying it. I mean, my opponent is now panicking, I think, because they have a gigantic Crusher. Uh-oh. No. Are they going to deal with this? They going to double Galvanic Blast this? You got to be kidding me. Our dreams. All destroyed. All of our dreams disappearing. Praise the star. I can't even cycle this. Alright. Let's evoke a Maul Drifter here. Let's do it off of triple blue here. That way I can at least play my Gurmag Angler behind this. And that's what we're going to do here. Alright. At least I get the Radical Idea a few times here. I assume they swing in here. I'm probably blocking. I don't see a reason not to block. My life total does matter here. They're going to Galvanic Blast my Angler. That's fine. I trade with one of their creatures. I don't take 4 to the face. We're not in the most ideal state here. Oh my gosh, can I not buy red mana? I can't buy red mana. It's okay. It's okay. Who needs red mana? Just ATOG me, opponent. Just ATOG me. Fling an ATOG. My body's ready. Well, now if I find a, no. You're not getting my Dragon Breath. Get out of here, Mirror Enforcer. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, Mirror Enforcer. Alright. Careful study. Bin these two. We'll Thought Scour ourselves. There's our mountain. Play Faithless Looting. I kind of have one more shot at this, I guess. Although I'm going to go to 6 or 4. That's not good. I don't have much that destroys artifacts, do I? I am not sure what I can get here. Oh, they're going to have their 4th Galvanic Blast. It is all okay. 4th Galvanic Blast. Alright. Let's get some Dispels in here. A couple Lightning Bolts and Pyroblast makes sense. I don't think Pyroblasts are needed. Mold Drifter's out. Dragon Wings are fine to get out of here. And we'll take out... Actually, Dragon Shadows don't make much sense either. Bring a Drifty back in. Bring a Drifty. Cool. Cool. All right. Maybe we won't have to mulligan as well. Oh, we're so close. I guess we have to mulligan because we need action. All right, we'll keep this. We don't have red again, but we have a careful study, which will hopefully help us find that. And if we don't, let's put this on top. I'm only digging 1 deep here for my red mana, but I can bin both Faithless Lootings and then use it as another cantrip. Yeah, we're gonna just stick with all the blue here. If you're able to flex slots, 12 enablers. I have, what do you consider an enabler? Because I have the careful studies, Thought Scour is sort of an enabler, compulsive research is an enabler, faithless looting is an enabler. Are those all enablers? Because then radical ideas as well, as is maximum velocity. So if we go by that, I have 4 faithless lootings, 4 careful studies, that's 8. 9, 10 Thought Scour, plus another 4. I have like 14 enablers. Am I just insane? Oh my gosh. So many Thought Scours. It's careful study here again. Discard equals enabler. So then Thought Scour is not really an enabler. So I have 4 careful studies, 4 faithless lootings, 4 radicals. That's 12 plus 2 compulsives. So I have 14 enablers. 14 enablers. Alright. We'll eventually find red mana. Cantrips are cantrips. But it mills, too. It's an enabler. I just blindly mill. Respect my deck. Just boom. Into the graveyard it goes. It's how much trust I have. Watch this. Bam. Trust. Believe. Look at that. Just believe, chat. That's all you gotta do in life. Believe and you will win. Froggy. How many frogs are we gonna see here? Prophetic Prism. So I'm wondering if Faithless Looting or Compulsive's the right move here. Compulsive might be the right move. No, you're not getting my Dragon Breath. Get out of here. Get out of here, Mirror Enforcer. Stop that. Oh, Relic makes this awkward now. I'm going to Faithless Looting to use it before the relic eats it here. Oh, crap. If I put both of these in the yard, they're just going to crack relic here. Can I do Compulsive and Thought Scour? No, I can't. Let's do Thought Scour plus a Dragon Breath here. Play our land. And if we draw a land here, then we can Compulsive pitching Ulamog and something else, and then we can Exhume it back. I mean, I guess this doesn't matter anyway. Our opponent can crack this at any time. Never mind. That play doesn't do anything. We're in trouble. Maybe they'll tap all their mana. Keep tapping. Keep tapping, opponent. No! Alright. Well, Faithless Looting. We topped it, so that's cool. Here, let's just do this really quick, see if my opponent sees. Look away, opponent. I don't have anything in the graveyard. Don't click this. Don't touch relic. There's nothing in there. Look, it's all red and blue. Just ignore this card right here. Just ignore that one. It won't hurt you. It's just an Annihilator 2. Look at this guy. This guy's like an Annihilator 2. Sack Mirror Enforcer. You get value off of it. This relic is so getting cracked here. I need Stifle. I need Stifle. Nah, that's not gonna work. Exhume. Alright, let's start a straw poll. Straw poll. Alright. Go ahead and vote. Jund Reanimator is a bit like this list. Actually, very much like this. And then the other one is by Any New Province. And is more of a just Jeskai kind of controlling list. Give it a vote. Let me know what you want to see. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright. This is the Jund one. The Jeskai one looks like... Where is it? Looks a bit like this. It has Serrated Arrows, Mull Drifters, all kinds of cards I don't understand. This is the Jeskai one. Firebolts, Flame Slashes, Journeys, Cores, Lone Missionaries. I'll tell you right now, if we play this, I'm going to lose. Swirling Sandstorms. We'll give it a minute or so, and then I'll get this going. Because we don't have... One, we don't have too many people here. Two, I do not want to waste too much time here. Let's update at least which islands I have in here. And add some plains. And mountains. Any other votes? We have one vote for this list. I'm happy to play it. Uh-oh. Alright, next vote wins it. You have the power. You have the power to pick what we're playing. Next vote wins it. Alright, Jund Reanimator. Alright, alright. We'll save the list that we have here for another time. We'll go ahead and play this Jund Reanimator list. It's going to be very much like what we were just playing. And I don't know if there's anything to update. I'm sure there is, but we're just going to kind of run it as is. I haven't looked at updating this list yet. But it's doing similar stuff, except it's going to dump the graveyard. Literally just dump it. And so we'll give it a shot. I'm going to play it in a queue game, and we'll see. Actually, I own this deck. So we're just going to run it. We're just going to run it in the league and see if we can get all the way through. How about that? While this is happening, I'm going to return my cards to Mana Traders as well. And we'll save the smart plays for another time. You play Brainstorm, Ponder, Probe, and Thought Scour in your blue-black Reanimator. Yeah, but I just don't want to be. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. We're going to return these cards to Mana Traders while we're queued here. We're returning the Jeskai cards. Alright. Perfect timing. Whoa. Brainstorm always Ulamog's Crusher and Dragon Breath plus Thought Scour. That's not bad. It's not a bad idea. Do you have a list? You're talking all about this. Do you have a list? I might be willing to play it. Not tonight, but maybe another time. All right, let's play first. This hand is great. We'll keep. We will be looking for green mana off this Evolving Wilds. Green is much more important than red in this list. And the Satyr's going to help us. You do in paper. You do in paper. Boggle. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. I can upload it for you, Fluffy, on Discord, right? Yeah, either one of those will work. Alright, let's start with Wayfinder here. Oh, darn. I didn't find a land. Shucks. Shucks. They just got a little hexproof god. Not a big deal. There's probably improvements to this list. I mean, this list is about 2 years old. So we're just having fun. Dude, you need a prep. You need to make your meals. Uh-oh. Utopia Sprawl. Naming white. Ethereal Armor. We about to get bashed in. My body's ready. Heck yeah. 3/3 first strike. Rancor? No Rancor. I'm going to go ahead and trade this. It's one more for Gurmag Angler to eat. Alright. What are we doing here? See if we can do a Gurmag Angler here and leave something interesting in the yard. We can. Alright, so we make a big 5/5 fish. We can play Hooting Mandrills, we can exhume something. We do need a Faithless Looting to be fired off at some point. Chicken had to thaw. Getting that chicken in. Heck yeah. Making grilled chicken? I have some chicken in the fridge. That'll probably be tomorrow's meal. Gotta cook it. Gotta cook it. Munch it up. Ancestral Mask. So now we got an 8/8 across from me. I think I have to just take this. Alright, Terramorphic gets me the red that I need. I think I just... Hooting Mandrills, right? Better to play Hooting Mandrills and stuff. Basic Indian spices. So we're gonna hope for no Rancor for my opponent. Blossoming Sands. 3 cards. No Rancor, please. Bake odd veggies? What are odd veggies? Oh, Rancor, what are you doing? We can try to race. Bake off veggies. All right, Boggles takes game 1. We just got to be more explosive. I think we can do it. I'm not sure I have anything for this, though. I guess I could bring in the Feed the Clans with the idea that I'll just gain a bunch of life. If I'm doing that, I need to get rid of Dragon Scales here. And then we usually get rid of, like, 2 mulches. Otherwise, I've got nothing. Absolutely nada. That's alright. Who needs cards for matchups? We're all in on the reanimate something and win the game. That's all we gotta do. Game's simple. What do you got, opponent? I can't imagine my opponent has too much for us. What do we think they have? I'll research some cards for a possible upgrade. I'll get to and write the deck list. Take your time. Take your time. All right. Let's keep this and see what happens. Gonna go get our red mana. Gonna go get that red mana. Then we can commune, and then we can do some weird stuff. This list is a little bit more awkward with Exhume because we can just fall past it. Then commune here. Wow. I'll take a Satyr. It's a really bad commune. The worst. That being said, we'll get the Satyr behind this. We'll see where we go from there. Abundant growth. Maybe they're on one land. Maybe we have time. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I see. Alright, commune's better here. Oh, we'll hit our Gurmag Angler. I'm good with this. We'll go get our black mana as well. Alright. We might have something here. Although we have these Dragon Breaths in hand. I need an untapped land. Cartouche. Okay. So here, I'm going to go ahead and fetch and get our last. Let's see here. I think I'll get green. We're going to go ahead and Faithless Looting, because I have great targets now. We'll get rid of Dragon Fang and Dragon Breath. Pass turn. We could theoretically have put 2 Dragon Fangs in with the idea that we don't need the trample. But we can put the trample over here and the haste over here if we want. Let's see. Ethereal. We have a 5/5 and a 1/1. Can we race our opponent? Maybe. Extra Gurmag. Let's go get another black here. Let's do Gurmag first. And in this deck, we don't have a whole lot that we care about in the yard. Let's hook these up. Yeah, we can just eat our whole graveyard here. And what's cool here is we're going to just suit this up and we're going to hit him for 10. And we both have trample here. My opponent's got 1 land. I'm feeling confident, but we could see a land in an Ancestral Mask, and I think that could be game for us. We'll take him to 10 here. There you go, opponent. Don't end me, please. Don't do it. What's explosive here is we can actually Satyr Wayfinder here, pitch, and we could find a Dragon Breath, and play this Gurmag Angler and get to swing him again. The Dragon Fang as well is nice because it can make, for example, this is a 6/6 now. And it's pretty beefy for Pauper. My opponent's not slamming 1 land and going, so they're having to think about this. What is nice is the 6/6 is bigger than the Scout, so it doesn't exactly die to it. Although they may have an enchantment for it. We'll have to see. They don't just have another Ethereal Armor, because I think that would just win, right? Because Ethereal Armor would be adding 4/4. No, that put us to 1, I think, actually. We might race them here. We'll see. We'll see. Green mana. Do you have enough, opponent? I'm so scared. My opponent is mathing hard. Rancor. Presenting 9 damage. I think they have to hold back. They do. Alright. Let's Satyr. Okay. Come on, something good. Exhume, Dragon Fang, and Dragon's Breath. Okay. We can Satyr again. Find out what else we find here. There's a Feed the Clan we could have used. Let's crack this. Extra card in the yard. An extra mountain's good here. And then we'll Gurmag. I think we have enough to do everything here. I just gotta properly do this here. We'll do math here in a sec. Alright, so if I were to attack with everything here, I don't win, it appears. Because they block here, and they kill and we don't trade. And then they can block one of these, and I do 9 points of damage. What am I blocking on the way back? I think we just chill here. We have big creatures. I don't think there's any reason to worry about swinging in here. Worst case scenario, we put a Dragon Fang on like Hooty Mandrills or something, and then it's much bigger. We could even put it on a Satyr to get through an extra point of damage. I think we win next turn. Ethereal Armor. They can't attack here, though. They attack and I just block. And then we swing and kill them. They need something else here. Need a little more than that, opponent. It's a shame they only found one land, though. If they had a second land, I think we lose. Alright, 14. So I need to block at least 3 of this. I don't see any reason why I don't just block with the Gurmag Angler here. Oops. I just take that. It kills our Gurmag Angler, puts a few more things in the yard in case we draw like another fish or mandrills or something. But these have both trample. Here, we're just gonna suit up a Satyr Wayfinder here and bash in. Should be enough. Unless I'm missing something. Cool. All right. And you can see we went through quite a bit of our deck as well, so it's kind of cool. All right. Is there anything I want? I mean, I could vines them. Not really, because they're all hexproof. I think I just run this back. I don't think there's much I can change. Feed the Clan, 1 or 2 of those in the hand can really help us in terms of just our life total. So. Alright. We are lacking green. You can see where green really hurts us here, not having it. Our opponent does mull. We're not doing anything unless we hit the green. We're going to mulligan as well. Wow. Need a land. Alright, let's keep. It's a risky keep. I'm going to hope Faithless Looting gets us out of it. It's bottom. I need an extra chance at land here. Boggle. Nice. We do find that land. We can go get red for this first turn and green for the second turn. Looking a-okay. I would like a beefier creature for Feed the Clan, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Opponent's not doing anything if this is just a 1-1. That feels good. Feels good. Young Wolf. Young Wolf. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Alright, let's Faithless Looting first. Dragon Breath, and we'll put a Terramorphic. Evolving Wilds, we'll go get our black now. And Grizzly Salvage, and we'll start really doing some awesome things. Alright. Abundant Growth makes white. Had white. 2 cards. It's only 3 damage coming across. I'm okay with this. Okay. Drawing cards. Making little 1/1s. Alright. Things got big fast. Alright, there's an Exhume. We could hit something pretty good here. We're going to go ahead and Grizzly Salvage. And I may put a creature. I don't have to put a creature. Okay, so I have a Gurmag Angler and a land here. I can Gurmag Angler and then Feed the Clan next turn, so I think we'll do that. So I have to survive this turn. If I do, I'm in good shape. If I don't, well, then we lose. Armadillo Cloak. So this is a 7/7 and they gain life. So we got a big uphill battle here. Big uphill battle, but I think we can figure out something here. All right, we have to Gurmag. Putting everything on. I'm gonna keep 1 Dragon Breath back. And I'm gonna swing. Swing. So our Feed the Clan will gain us 10 life. We're only taking 9. Game's basically easy, chat. We're so dead. Looks like I gotta do this. Feed the Clan. Woo! Gain 10. Still in it. My opponent gains a lot too, up to 29. Oh boy. Oh no. How do I get you in the yard? There's too many things over there too. I think we're just satering here. At least for this turn. It is a blocker. This does not have trample. Forest would be pretty good here. Alright, a little forest. I think we're gonna chill this turn. Alright. Rancor. So Feed the Clan negates this dude. Oh, creatures with powerless. Powerless! Gotta read that card. Feed the Clan. I don't think there's anything I can do here, though. Block. 9 plus this. I think they got me. I'm at 5. Your mag angler. We're so close, chat. It's Faithless Looting. See what else we would have drawn. Alright, chap. Our Boggle opponent beats us here. Boggles beats us. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. See if we can finish the league. See if we can finish the league for the night. All right. Mulligan with no lands. All right. We have at least a Terramorphic. We're going to put this on top. Gives us even more digs at it. We're going to go get a Forest. We will need black mana somewhere, but we have at least two options here. We will start with the Satyr because it can get us our black land. Unless we top a land here. We do top a land, but it's not the choice. All right, we do find a land that can help us get that black mana, so we're in great shape here. We haven't milled anything excessively important here. Good old Tron. Good old Tron's gonna have good old Tron things. Let's commune. Wow. That was a bad commune. We'll go get our black mana and we'll have everything set up. We could Grizzly Salvage next turn if we wanted. Nothing to really exhume at the moment. So my opponent will have Tron mana. What are they going to do with it is the question. Oh, that was a bad draw. Alright, let's Grizzly Salvage. We'll take a Hooting Mandrills. We're going to cast a Hooting Mandrills. And I'm not going to add anything to this turn, because I want my next creature to be hasty and have the trample. So I'm not going to worry about it so far. We get to play a Hooting Mandrills plus an Exhume next turn. We get to bash in for tons. Opponent cycles a Remote Isle. And cast some Mystical Teachings. And gets a Capsize. Capsize, eh? Get to return a permanent to our hand. And they get to buy back this. Oh yeah, Hooting Mandrill's here. Let's go ahead and hook this Hooting Mandrills up here with some good stuff. I'm gonna Gurmag Angler behind this. As well. I'm expecting them to capsize something here. But maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. They do not. That's interesting. I'm a little surprised by that. I would think they wouldn't want to take damage there. But maybe they have something better to do here. Flashback Mystical Teachings instead. For a Dispel. Alright. Nah, Dispel doesn't do a whole lot. We skip our next combat phase. It's a thing. It's a thing. Still get to play things, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't have to put this Dragon Breath on it now. I could. I guess there's no harm in doing so, in case they bounce that one. It'll get it to the graveyard. We do skip this turn, though. Ghostly Flicker. So is that my next one as well? So I skip this one too. Is that the deal? I guess I'll just keep playing these things out, right? Oops. No harm. We'll make this one Vigilance. I have a feeling my opponent just flickers to infinity here. But the moment they can't flicker, we win. So, we can try it. They capsize their own thing to buy back, and then they'll get to play it again. Prohibit. I don't think I have anything for this. I'm not sure I have anything. What do we think, chat? Crop rotation. Gets another tower here. I guess I'm waiting to see if my opponent messes up at any point, although I doubt it. Seagate Oracle. So they can flicker both these. Stop my combat. I don't think I have anything main board for this. I don't really have anything sideboard either. Crazy. How long do we go until we concede here, chap? Is it the right thing to concede here? I mean, I guess my opponent has to kill me, right? I do have less cards. So they could certainly do that, although they might start cycling and doing weird things. Can they get around this wall of gorgeous creatures? Oh, yeah, they can. They can fly over it. Although they just evoked this. I think in the light of time, I think I'm going to need to scoop here. Because I don't believe I have anything. And they can just rinse and repeat this. They've already shown us they can do that. So the trick here is I think we just got to do our plan and be faster. I guess I can bring in a double bolt. Maybe. We just have to be faster. I don't think we can be. But we can see. Play first. Okay, let's keep this. This has a shot at being quick enough. Grizzly Salvage will fill our graveyard. Dragon Breath is a bit awkward in hand here. Oh, that's an awkward draw. Let's grab an extra swamp here. Alright, plan is just to start beating face down. Can't wait. Gotta go. So we'll connect this, we'll hit for 5. We don't really get to do that again. My opponent only has 2 mana here, which is kind of nice. We'll get another red here. Looks like we're just pumping this up for 1. Hitting face again. Crop rotation. So they'll have Tron here, it looks like. Faithless looting into an Exhume would be amazing. That being said, my opponent might have already found everything they need. Yeah, it's not looking too good for us. If they have the ability to flicker it, we're in trouble. They do already. That's crazy. So we skip that turn. I have to assume they have every piece they need here. Mole Drifter. And a Seagate Oracle. Alright. Okay. Gains a life. Another Gurmag Angler. We'll play Gurmag. We'll make him Trampling. We have to skip our turn, though. The question is, does my opponent have anything here? If they don't, we could win just because we have so many Tramplers here. So we'll see. And they have just another one of these. So that'll do that. We're one away from a just Casting Crusher. It's a bit odd. Normally we don't cast him. Attacks for 2 in the air. Start with Satyr. We whiff. Whiffing. There's no real reason to give it any of this. So we have to skip our turn. They're attacking. Okay. You have a Ghostly Flicker over there, opponent? I mean, I guess I'm playing Crusher and seeing if we do it. Attach, attach. In we go. Woo! Team. Moment's Peace. Well, they still have to sack some stuff, so they may be Moment's Peacing, but we got in for 0. Pulses. So ironically, our Annihilator 2 got them back their Dignitary so that they can skip our combat again. I don't think we're well positioned against this. I'm going to put that out there. They opted to get Mole Drifter instead of the Dignitary. Mystical Teachings. Gets a Ghostly Flicker. Ghostly Flickers. Draws some cards and stops combat. Seagate Oracle. I do not get a combat. There's a second Mole Drifter. We're on a 4-ish turn clock. I'm sure they have multiple Ghostly Flickers left. They also have a Moment's Peace. Oh, they have the Capsize already. Alright, if they have the Capsize, they've got it. They've got it. Alright. Not doing so hot with the Jund version here. Not doing so hot. We'll keep it going, though. 3 more matches. 3 more. 3 more. All right, let's find our next opponent. I'm sure they're in there somewhere. Let's go, opponent. Come on. The cues for Pauper are a bit slower than modern, but that's alright. That is alright with us. Gives us just a little more time here in between games to chat. We'll find an opponent. We're 0-2. That's why it's taking so long. We're in such a superior bracket than anybody else. But no, this Jun version's pretty much all in. Pretty all in when it comes to filling the graveyard and then trying to get something big into the play. What have I lost to so far? The Tron player, and then Boggles. I lost to Tron and Boggles with this list. With the other list, I also lost to Tron. I beat the Fairy person. What were the other matchups? I don't recognize the decks very well, so I am having trouble naming what they are. I'm also having trouble remembering exactly what we played against. But that one was with the Grixis. So we've been playing a little bit here. Uh-oh. We need to find an opponent here to keep the stream alive. Maybe we'll find one. These are friendlies. Maybe. Just maybe. How are the 3-color Pauper mana bases treating you? Oh, they're fine. In both cases, I'm not even running the dual lands that you can, like the guild gates. I'm just running the Terramorphic Expanses for the most part. In the Grixis one, while we're waiting for this, I run Ash Barrens as well. And for the most part, the 3 colors has been fine. Been fine. Have there been once in a while that it's been a little bit rough? Yeah, there's been once or two. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Is this gonna do it for the night? Can we not find another opponent? The Grixis list looks cool. Yeah, it's got some of the newer cards in it. I'm just trying it out. Looks a little something like this while we're waiting. This is the Grixis list. Is it optimized? Absolutely not. Just something fun we were playing tonight. If I don't find an opponent soon, we might just end it there, chat. If this hits 10 minutes, we'll call it for the night. If it's less than that, though, we'll keep playing. We'll find out here soon. Hello. How's it going? There we go. We found our opponent. All right, let's see how this goes. If we do lose this one, we may also call it there. We will have to see. We're going to keep this. It's a risky keep. Hopefully we'll find another land. All right. Elves. I'm going to go with red mana here. Red mana for Faithless Looting. Help us find those lands. Need to find them. Yeah. Okay. Elvish Vanguard. A lot of X1s so far. We do find our forest, so that's good. Question is it too late? A lot of elves. A couple rangers. Different types of rangers. My opponent can make quite a bit of mana here. Okay. Hits for 5. Alright, let's go ahead and mulch here. Find a land. I was kind of hoping for green or black there. Now we have enough to at least create a Hooting Mandrills. It's not ideal, but it'll do. It'll do. This is an 8/8. How's this an 8/8? It has only 2 counters on it. Oh, he plussed it. I see. I see. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. All right. It was a big creature. Alright, sideboard. We'll bring some lightning bolts in and boiling earths. We will go down. Let's see here. Probably the crush. Yeah, the crushers are probably fine to go down. A couple mulches. A dragon fang. Bring these in. We like the vigilance. The vigilance will allow us to attack, but then also allow us to block. Crusher is a little bit aggressive here. On the dream hand, it's great. If you don't hit the dream hand, then it's not so good. Mulligan this. We need green. Oh boy. Well, alright. I'm gonna bottom this. We can go get red. And at least we'll have boiling earth. And maybe we'll pull ahead here. We'll see though. I have to let my opponent commit to the board. Come on. Dump the hand. You can do it, opponent. The whole hand right now. It's close. It's close. We're so close. I'm gonna let him do it. I'm gonna go one more turn. I believe we could get a great boiling earth here. And this card's like, meh. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't kill this. This is gonna get big. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Elves doing elves. Uh-oh. Oh, please just play all of this. It'll make one giant guy, and then their entire thing will all be dead. Come on. Yes. I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, I was gonna say they stopped. Okay, keep going, opponent. Dump the hand. That's right. Just a 5/5. Keep going. Yes, keep going. Come on. Play this guy too. They did it. They're playing it all. We got a couple of Exhumes here. Exhumes aren't looking that great. Alright. Boiling earth. Goodbye, board. Yes. So good. Alright. Our 4/4 versus their 7/7. Well, it's looking a little dicey. Looking a little dicey. In we go. I need like a Faithless Looting or a Mulch or something here. It's not very good. I'll put it on my creature so that when it gets killed here, I at least can exhume it. Give it the hasty. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Are we just dead? Oh, block. I blocked. I blocked. We exhume. They get to get something back too. Look at how nice we are. I don't think we have this one. This one's a far cry here, especially with this now. Sure. Just attach everything. Got a block. We're gonna take 2. They're gonna spit out all of this. I need boiling earth off the top. I need more than that. This will kill. All right. In the interest of time, let's keep moving forward. That land was not going to do it. Let's see how fast we can find our next 2 opponents. If we find them in a reasonable amount of time, we'll clean up this league. And if not, we'll end it. We'll give this opponent 5 minutes. 5 minutes or we're ending the stream, chat. I'm sure we'll find an opponent. All right, opponents. Only a little bit longer. I can't say this list is it's a rock star list. We'll just say that. Hey, all right. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Let's keep. This is one of the better hands we've seen all night. Against a blue opponent. All right. Uh-oh. That's never good. All right. We'll start with this Faithless Looting. We have 2 Dragon Fangs to get rid of. And we'll get rid of them. The Dude 94, what's up? What's up? How you doing? So we're probably going to commune here. Gives us most cards in the graveyard. Little Evolving Wilds. Alright, we're still going to commune here. I would have liked to have gotten black there. But we'll deal with it. My last final tomorrow, so I'm just winding down studying. Well, good luck on your final. I'm sure you'll do well. Study hard. Don't overstudy, though. Get your rest. It's important. It's important. Evolving Wilds, correct. Gets that swamp. Thought Scours themselves. My goodness. What are we doing over here? Some sort of zombie list? Cycles a zombie beast. All right. A zombie beast. All right. We'll wayfinder here. See if we can find our swamp. See what else we've maybe been here. Something hasty would be nice. Found our swamp. Let's go ahead and put a Gurmag angler into play. We'll actually get rid of our, we'll get rid of our, there we go, some triggers. I'm gonna put all this on here. We're just gonna make one giant Gurmag angler. He doesn't have haste, but he's gonna be a 9/9. Which, you know, he's pretty beefy. That's a beefy fish. I'm hoping for no, like, Doomblade here. With trample. 9/9 big fishy. With trample. My opponent doesn't cast anything. That's a good sign. That fish is so huge. Okay. They're cycling. They're panicking. They are panicking. I like it. Stay on that dangler. All right, let's grizzly salvage here. Oh, there goes all of our exhumes. And I think we're going to attack with both. I'm not seeing a problem here. No, I'm not. Ginormo Fisho. They can't Chainer's Edict. I have 2 creatures. It might have been okay to put the extra mandrills out, but we have a Dragon Breath over here, so we can literally cast a Hooting Mandrills and swing for lethal if they kill this. All right. Giant fish wins it. My opponent appears to be some sort of control. I'm bringing Undying and a couple of vines in. That's about all I want. Dragon Scales can go. 1 mulch. This way, if they target or try to remove our giant fish, we can protect it. That is the plan. All right. This could be good. Let's keep this touch slow, but we have the Crusher, some vines. We can fix our mana pretty easily here as well. Gitaxium Probe. You got it, opponent. Jumbo fish. There's that lotus petal again. Plains is about the last card to see here. Gonna go ahead and get our mountain. Well, Faithless Looting first. If we do not find like Exhume or something, then we're probably going to just do a forest. Thought Scours themselves. A lot of zombies here. Zombie tribal. Another fish. Alright. So I'm going to pitch Ulamog Crusher and probably a fish here. And we're going to have to just go with green mana here. And see if we can't commune with the gods. The Plains is the worst land in our deck. We have one in case we want to cast the Vigilance Dragon enchantment. I can't say it's a good idea though. This could easily be a swamp or a forest. And we'd be a lot happier. Go ahead and commune here. Ugh. I'll take a Gurmag Angler. We can't cast it, but I'm planning to commune again. Now we haven't hit any of our Exhumes yet. Not that I want to exhume their stuff either at the moment. Because they have a Death Toucher. Chromatic Storm makes black. Black must be their predominant color. Thought Scours. That's a Reclaim in the yard. A Reclaim wouldn't be too bad in this one. You could reclaim your Exhume and then Exhume Crusher. I am not. I don't know what that card is. Commune. I missed everything. It's alright. Discard a card. Gets +1/+1. Becomes the color of your choice. That seems ridiculous. That seems ridiculous. No, but I'm not playing many creature enablers. Oh, they're exhuming. Sure. I like this. I will get the Crusher. I will get the Crusher. Actually, this is bad. Their Crusher beats my Crusher. Then I don't have anything to show for it. Feels bad, chap. We're gonna just not block. Oh no. This looks bad. Because now they kill us? Okay. Because when they attack, we have to sacrifice 2 things. Alright, we'll get them in game 3. I don't think there's anything I want to change. How does my Crusher get crushed by his Crusher? Much crushing. Alright, I would love to play first. I think that's the way to win this. Mulligan. Oh, awkward. We'll keep. Yeah, put that on top. We got this. Don't worry. We got this. Taxium Probe. Alright. We can either get red or we can get green. I think green is better for us. Our deck is predominantly green-black. They're going to put something big in the yard. How big are graveyard strats in Pauper? Considering this is like the second league that I'm doing it, I've only seen my opponents. I don't know. Is the plains a typo? No. No, it's not a typo. It's just a bad card. Just a bad card. Hanging out and chilling with great cards over there. If they have an Exhume, we lose this, I think. I do. I do. I think I've sideboarded it out. Dragon Scales. Makes my dudes vigilant and beefy. Interesting. I care enough about hard casting it. If my opponent didn't have this Ulamog, I probably would exhume my Mandrills out. But, alas. My opponent is reclaiming. Careful study. My opponent's all in on this, on their reanimation plan. We are not. Oh, there's a Dragon Breath. We literally are playing against kind of the same version of the deck, which is kind of cool. Considering we're just having fun today, we actually kind of ran into the pseudo mirror. The pseudo mirror. The 3/5 hasty. A hasty boy. I love how they left Crusher. Leaving Crusher just around to do Crusher things. This isn't good. That's not good. I have no way to deal with that. Let's do this. Let's attack with Satyr Wayfinder. I'm gonna Undying it to get it back and try to get something awesome. Nice. All right. Come on, hit something good. There's an Ulamog's Crusher. Nice. Would you look at that? Let's exhume. Oh, I'm in end of combat. Ta-da! Yes. Attach. I'm gonna attach both and make my boy a big boy. Heck yeah. Look at that Undying strategies. We have a chance yet. Annihilator 2. Oh, no. We can get rid of one Dragon Fang, and I think I just get rid of the Satyr. And now I block here. I did it. I did it. Let's Faithless Looting here before we do anything. Dragon Breath and other Faithless Looting can be binned here. Swinging with the team. I'm gonna play Mandrills out here, I think. I think we'll be okay here. Because we get to exhume. I think we have this. I'm not going to put any of this on here. Oh, they gave me theirs. How kind. How kind. They gave me theirs. This is their Dragon Breath, I'm positive. Because mine's sitting right here. Dark Rituals. Gets back there, dude. We might have a game here. We might win this game. I'm gonna say no to all this. By the way, their Crusher is no longer. Their Crusher is no longer. We've got it. We've done it. Heck yeah, it's in the bag. Oh, they're gonna play something else? Uh-oh. What is this? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, opponent. What are you doing? They're going off, chat. I do like the Hooting Mandrills, though. We got there, it looks like. Yeah. All right. Final match of the night. We got time for one more Pauper, Grixis, and Jund Reanimator. We're on the Jund Reanimator right now. Not looking too bad. We beat down the mirror. All right, let's find one last opponent. There we go. Final match of the night. If you've enjoyed yourself, don't forget to hit the follow button. It's a free and easy way to support the stream. We're going to keep this. It's got a little bit of everything. Hey, and our opponents wished us good luck. We'll go get that green mana. Green mana gives us the most hits versus the Faithless Looting. We're going to play it off the swamp. And we're going to go for it. Commune is 5 cards deep. Going for that turn 3 Ulamog. Just a Tree of Tales. Terrarian. Nothing scary. Come on, hit. Come on, hit. Game's so awkward. All right, so we're against Affinity. We actually lost to Affinity. That was one of the ones we lost to. Stupid ATOG. Stupid ATOG. All right. Prismatic. Prophetic Prism. Frogmites. All right. Let's go get my mountain before we mill it away, and then we're going to Satyr here. See if we can't hit the Crusher. Come on, Crusher. Awkward. Get our forest. We get rid of 2 Exhumes. We're literally hitting everything that we're not supposed to here. Not the best satyrs and communes. I would admit to that. I'll block here. Satyr's done his job. He showed up. He showed up. Mirror Enforcers trying to steal our Dragon Fangs. No. All right. We'll go for a Satyr Wayfinder here. If we miss here, we looting. If we don't miss, we Crusher. Hey, it's a Crusher. Nom nom nom. I would like my Crusher. And we're gonna give it Trample. There's the big boy. All right. We've done it. We're getting there. The 9/9 also helps us against Galvanic Blasts, which will be nice to avoid. Another Frogmite, another Mirror. All right. All right, opponent. It's a lot of critters. All right, no attacks. Let's see here. Start with a Faithless Looting. Ooh. Oh, okay. We can Wayfinder behind this. Grab the mountain. Evolving Wilds. We'll go ahead and get our second swamp. And we'll Mandrills here. And we can Fangs and Breath if we'd like. I think we will. And let's attack. A little Annihilator too. Plus, if he wants to kill it, he's got to put 3 things in front of it. They do get to draw off this. So, Annihilator 2, draw 2. Pretty good for my opponent. Nice. There we go. Kill 2 Enforcers here. We lose our Crusher, but that's okay. We got 5 damage in. We have a secondary Mandrills coming down. We can put a Dragon Fang on him and make him a 5/5 as well. They don't have good blocks right now, and Galvanic Blast would have to be fired off while we're getting the Dragon Breath onto our creature. A little 4/4 here. Not too worried about that. There is a Faithless Looting in the yard. Do I double block here? I actually think I do. Why not? Why not? Get rid of another creature. Get it out of here. Let's Faithless Looting, see if I find a Gurmag Angler. I do not. But we'll Mandrills. I can make this Mandrills a 5/5. 5/5 goodness. And we'll swing for 10. Now the deck's coming together. It only needed like a league and a half to warm up. Lose our Mandrills to the yard. That's fine. We have a bonus one coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 mana. We're not casting anything large here. There's the Forager. The Mulch. Let's go ahead and Grizzly Salvage. We'll take the Gurmag Angler. Oops. We're going to go ahead and cast Gurmag Angler here. What's cool is we have 2 Dragon Fangs and a Dragon Scales now. So we're going to hook up 1 Dragon Breath. We're going to say no to this. We're going to give this one Trample. And I'm going to say no to actually this with the idea that I can put this on Mandrills. And we can give this one haste. It'll already have Trample as well. Things are coming together. Woo! Did it. All right. Sideboard. Lightning bolts seem to be fine, and that's about all I need. Get rid of 2 scales. And 1 mulch. We'll submit this. I'll be right back. We're up a game. This hand's pretty good. Well, let's keep it. Let's see what happens here. We'll be going and getting a mountain with this Evolving Wilds. The Lightning Bolt's kind of nice to have. Ooh, extra one of those. That's fine. Flare Husk. It's a living weapon. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Wow. Alright, let's lead with Faithless Looting here. I guess it's Dragon Breath and 1 Forest to the bin. We'll play a Swamp here. Our extra forest can do Grizzly Salvage things. We have double bolts to kill some of these critters. My opponent's got 3 cards. Nothing to worry about. Let's Faithless Looting again since we picked up a Dragon Fang. Dragon Fang, we'll put the Swamp. Let's see here. Is it time to go for it? I don't see why not. 1, 2, 3, and we'll get rid of 1 Faithless Looting. We'll make this a 5/5 hasty guy. Ooh. Ooh. Counter. Alright, alright, alright. Respect it. I respect it. We got countered. Okay. Alright, we'll just play a Satyr Wayfinder here. It blocks the 1/1. Nothing crazy. Take our Evolving Wilds here. Play our Evolving Wilds. I'll go get an extra mountain with this one. And we'll just pass turn. No real reason to cash in the Faithless Looting here. I have 2 bolts, which is great action against our opponent. Grizzly Salvage is actually pretty nice too, so I'll just sit here. A little Thought Cast from my opponent. A Chromatic Star. Let's see if they attack. No attacks. Well, we'll just chill here. Alright, let's Faithless Looting. I don't really care about this Plains, Dragon Fang, and this. Let's go ahead and Grizzly Salvage. Hitting a Gurmag Angler. Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and attack in for 1. I'm willing to swap out with this Germ here. My opponent is not, though. We'll see if they have another counter for this Angler here. I'm hoping they don't. Go ahead and bolt this once. Force them to use a little more. That's fine. Alright, so we have an Exhume here. Exhume makes me want to try one of these Faithless Lootings in the yard. See if we can't hit a Crusher. We don't. Well, we can definitely try again. Let's plan to try again in the future. For now, though, we will play out our Angler. We'll make 1 big Angler. 1 big boy. And I think we'll just give it haste and run face first into this. We don't have red to pump it this turn, but we'll have red next turn. In we go. 1 giant fish. Serving it up. And if somehow they decide to kill this, then we get everything again. We have the Exhume as well. I don't really care if they Exhume an Atog. Alright, the Galvblast. Alright, that's 4. Gotta sacrifice a few things here too. Sacks the Husk. Land. Alright. That's fine with me. It's a lot of effort. Alright, let's commune. I just say okay to this. I'd like to exhume the Crusher. Yes. This Crusher is going to be so big. Always yield. Yes. Yes, big Crusher. Biggest Crusher ever. 12-12. I basically made Emrakul. I practically made Emrakul. Alright, chat. Well, there's the finish. 12-12 Crusher, Annihilator 2, coming in from the graveyard versus a little Eggtog. Well, there you have it, chat. We played 2 Dragon Fodder, Dragon Fang, whatever you want to call them, lists. We have this one in front of you. This is our Grixis list. It did fine. What did it go? 2-3 as well? 2-3 and 2-3. Not bad. I've never really played Pauper, so I'll consider that a win. Considering these were put together without really even looking at the metagame or looking at any Pauper decks anyway. I played about 2 years ago some of the Pauper stuff, and every now and then I dabble in it. But as for what we got here, this was just some workings from yesterday. Played this Grixis list. We also have this Jund list. I think the Jund list is a little more all-in. Just a touch more all-in. The blue one, the Grixis one, could be tuned a little bit more and giving you a few more options. Thought Scours and Brainstorms, Ponders and Preordains. A little more draw engine. The draw engine for the Jund one is obviously all the Communes, Mulch, Satyrs, and Grizzly Salvages. Let me grab these, pull them up here. So your engine is just dump everything into the graveyard. The problem with this strategy is that exhumes end up in the graveyard from time to time. If you start the game with an exhume in hand, a forest, another land, and like any 2 of these, it's almost just worth going for it. And in that case, there may be an argument to adding a Crusher in place of maybe a Dragon Scales. One thing to note though with this list is you're actually usually putting out a Hooting or a Gurmag, and usually they're like a 6-6-7-7 because you have so many of the Fangs out, or you have your own Dragon Scales out, and so that actually closes the game out relatively quickly as long as they don't edict it or remove your fish or your ape. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, chat. We normally do Prison and Modern. I'm pulling that list up real quick. We play something like this. It varies. So if that interests you, don't forget to hit that follow button as we conclude the night. We mainly play this Modern stuff though. We'll be adding something spicy, I think, from time to time, so that's always something cool to look forward to as well. The Pauper stuff was pretty sweet, and I actually wouldn't mind playing a little bit of Pauper from time to time, just because it's a really different metagame, and it's actually quite a bit of fun. All kinds of stuff can happen. I think that's all I got for you guys, though, tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, and joining us on our Pauper adventure. We got 2 leagues in. Not too bad. Not too bad, considering Pauper leagues queue up a little bit slower, it seems. I got nothing else. We'll see you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm open on Friday. Holiday season. Watch the Twitter. Get the updates there. But on the whole, we'll see you Friday, because that's the next day we stream. I like Pauper too, man. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. People are also calm in the Pauper leagues. You guys take care. And have a good night.